Hey, hi everyone. It's Friday. Marcia Grace here, your modern meditation mentor. And I am here to, as I am every week, to talk about something that related to stress reduction, right? We want to lose that stress, and it isn't easy. I get it. Today, I want to ask you a question. Has this ever happened to you? Something comes up and you think, oh, I should do this. And then you don't. And later, you realize you should have listened to yourself because why did you blow it off? And I bet that happens a lot, right? I know it happens to me. It used to happen to me all the time, and I'll tell you what I do about it now. So, let me tell you a little story. So I'm talking to my daughter the other day, and we're having this conversation, and she tells me this little thing that happened with her husband, that he decided to do something, and the thought that came to her, well, no, you should do this first. But she didn't say anything to him, right? So he went off and he did whatever he did, and turned out later that she should have said that to him because he wasted his time. It didn't get done, and and it was a complete waste. So she didn't listen to that inner prompting, right? And the question is, well, first of all, I want to say that inner prompting is actually, or very likely, let's put it that way, very likely your internal guide, which is guiding you, which is helping you to do the right thing, to make life simpler and easier so that you can be less stressed. But we don't listen to it. Why don't we listen to it? That's the question. Now, of course, I want to just caution you and say it isn't always. Sometimes we have a little saying in my spiritual process that says that the ego speaks first. And that's true for the most part when it comes to, when we're upset and we're, not thinking straight and we just rush off and we do something. Usually it ends up being the wrong thing because, we haven't thought about it properly and we're not really paying attention to the possible consequences of that decision. So in that case, yeah, the ego speaks first. But as we develop our spiritual muscles, what I like to call, as we do that, what happens is we learn how to listen to that still, quiet voice that speaks to us, that prompts us, that says, wait a minute, no, the best thing to do in this case is to fill in the blank, whatever it tells you. And that comes with time. As I said, it's not necessarily the first thing. But one of the ways you can tell whether or not it's coming from your ego or from your higher self, that prompting, is if you stop for a moment and just imagine the consequences. Or if you say to yourself, does this feel good? Does this feel like a good thing for everybody concerned? So those are the kind of things that you can kind of ask yourself, when a situation comes up and that you get that little, that little talk. Now, I have to make it aside because I had a friend who used to talk about, and pardon my French, but she used to talk about the itty bitty shitty committee that meets in your head, when you have a problem. And it's and it's, oh yeah, go do this, no, do that, and there's like a million conversations going on. If that's happening, you want to stop. Okay, the first thing you have to do is put that to quiet. That has to end, because you're not going to get an answer that's really going to help you to do the best thing for everybody concerned. So that has to go first. And that's one of the ways you can tell whether or not you are hearing your higher mind or your ego, because that committee meeting is your ego. It's throwing all kinds of things at you to get you totally confused, making you crazy, so that you'll do the wrong thing and get into all kinds of trouble. So, You don't want to listen to that. Okay, so that's the first thing, and that's why I teach meditation, because when you become a lifetime meditator, a daily meditator, when you become that, then what happens is you learn how to quiet that mind. That mind, it just automatically happens. The mind becomes much more still, so that you can hear the inner guidance, because that guidance is coming all the time, but we don't hear it because of the chatter. That committee is going on. And so we want to, so what happens is, as we learn to do that quiet time in the morning, I teach a morning process because you need to start your day that way. When you start your day with that morning quiet time, where you just let everything go and you allow yourself to be in that beautiful space of openness and receptivity to the good things that need to happen for you in the day, then you start your day off, you feel in control, you feel prepared, you feel excited about the day. You're not going into the day going, oh my God, I have to do this, I have to do that. No, you go into the day saying, wow, I've got, this person to talk to and that thing to do and this place to go, whatever it is. And it feels great. So that's the difference. So as we build our spiritual muscles by doing this morning program, by doing our meditation, our quiet time, whatever you want to call it. Maybe meditation scares people off. So don't use the word meditation. Use the word contemplation. Use the word still time, quiet time, me time. But the idea is that you allow yourself to become receptive and put an end to that chatter so that you can hear. And then when you hear that, when you do that and you do hear what I call guidance, then you know it's the right thing to do. You know it, you feel it. It's just like it's a prompt that says go do this. It doesn't say don't do that. It just says go do this. And when you go do this, everything turns out great. So that is my suggestion for this lovely Friday. And I'm outside today because it is a beautiful day. I think it's going to rain later, but right now I'm enjoying this beautiful day here on lovely Long Island. And I think I'm going to play with my chickens this afternoon and maybe do some recycling, because I'm a recycling nut. For those in my family who know me, they're well aware of that little propensity of mine. Nothing gets thrown out if we can recycle it. So, anyway, I got things to do, but I hope you enjoy your rest of your day and the week ahead. And remember, everything begins with a thought. So please keep notice what you're thinking and eliminate the thoughts that are causing you distress. Okay? All right. Have a great week ahead. Until next time.